Hello, everybody.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
Welcome to Go Palakas Radio Show.
And good morning. Good morning.
Nandito na naman tayo, balik tayo sa ating magandang kapaligiran ng Lotus Pond. Lotus Valley pala. Lotus Valley. Okay, so very cool weather that we have, and magsasama na naman tayo for 45 minutes, and I hope you can share with us your feedback, mga comments sa ating discussion. Uy, meron ng 7 kasama tayo. Meron ng mga kasamahan. Uy, maaga si Miguel Vargas at saka si Thomas from Angeles City ay bumabati, ang mga early birds natin. Okay. So, ang topic natin ay
Sariling kapakanan.
Sariling kapakanan.
And well, since we're starting with that, let's thank Miguel Vargas for his never-ending efforts para sa kapakanan natin lahat.
Yes. Okay, ang ano ko rin, i-share ko lang this morning is a story about a friend of mine who is very sick with a disease, very unique disease na scleroderma. And
ano yun? Scleroderma.
Naninigas yung iyong skin at saka yung laman, and then eventually pati yung internal organs mo naninigas rin yan. And it's a progressive disease, walang cure. And nung meron siyang binisita na yung aming napakamahal na teacher, ay sinabi sa kanya na, you have to take care of your body, so that you can use it in service. Okay? And sabi sa kanya, however, ultimately, you should understand that you cannot take care of it to live forever. Nor do you want it to live forever. Di ba? So, lagi niyang naiisip yon na kung bakit siya nag-exercise, bakit siya kumakain ng mabuti, or bakit siya umiinom ng gamot niya, ay dahil meron siyang purpose na dapat gamitin niya yung katawan niya, yung kapakanan niya na pag-alaga sa sariling welfare niya ay to be of service to God and to others, no? So, pero dadating din sa point na hindi mo na makakayanan.
Siyempre, it's finite.
I-maintain yan up to eternal na hindi temporary lang yung katawan. So sabi sa kanya, nor do you want. No, kasi hindi ba habang tumatanda yung katawan natin, nararamdaman din natin na hindi naman very pleasant yung to have a very, very old body na, So, lagi sa kanyang, naalala niya yun yung motivation niya para pangalagaan ang kanyang katawan at sarili para meron siyang rin magawa na purpose sa kanyang buhay. In fact, yung sa kanya, minomonitor lagi na yung blood pressure niya. Di ba yung mga things na you have to do to maintain your
vital signs.
Your vital signs, kailangan meron ka rin minomonitor. So yun, binibigyan niya pansin yung mga ganung bagay.
So we're not talking about, pag pinag-usapan natin yung kapakanan natin, hindi lang talaga sa katawan.
Yes.
Meron talagang higher reason kung bakit natin ginagawa yan. Kaya naman hindi mo rin iniisip na forever ka nandiyan sa katawan yan kasi hindi naman natural yun. No.
At saka actually, pahirap habang tumatagal na i-maintain yung katawan. No, it becomes already a big, parang kotse na hindi na pwedeng, kumbaga nagiging karag-karag na yung kotse, yung vehicle, hindi na pwede talagang patakbuhin na mabilis. Hindi na natin pwedeng kahit ilang change.
Wala nang spare parts minsan.
Wala nang, hindi ba?
Spare parts,
Yung katawan, di ba? Dati meron kaming sasakyan na alagang-alaga ni Tito Toby talagang. How many years did we keep that
28 years.
28 years.
Talagang alaga, no? Kaya lang may time wala na talaga.
Naubusan lang ng parts. Wala nang mabili.
Ganon.
That's the only time but we still didn't give up on it.
It's still within the family.
It ended up with my nephew who's a restorer.
Oo.
Restores old cars, classics.
Oo.
But anyway, ang punto, there's another point to this, no? When we need to take care of our well-being, see, when you talk about well-being, body, mind, and spirit,
Yes.
you know, it's very comprehensive, no?
Holistic yan.
Tsaka may harmony lahat sila.
Yeah, there has to be a
Harmony.
clear delineation and union on the three. Now, since you are the driver, yeah, ikaw yung magmamanage yung katawan mo at isip mo. So, importante na the environment that you live in is also
Maayos.
maayos.
Conducive ba?
This is something that we have to understand now. For example, we have many friends who have, you know, their diseases or they died early because they left their body early because of early disease. And many of those diseases were related to lifestyle.
O preventable sana.
Preventable.
O, konting ingat.
So when there are this
Kailangan.
type, it is also has to be recognized that there may be something I'm doing,
Hmm.
even down the line years ago that I
Ay,
did,
oo.
that may have triggered a start of this particular disease.
Mm-mm.
Or you have been exposed to someone, or it's a lifestyle that has to do with it, or you were born with something that is not well developed naman nung lumaki kayo.
Pwedeng genetic.
Pwedeng
na
genetic.
problem.
So, when we are faced with this type of situation, it's very important to understand now. Don't just look the other way in what is available for you as far as seeking medical assistance to your case.
Yes.
But many of it has to do with how well you will manage, knowing full well, ganito pala yung problema ko.
Oo.
What do I need to change in my lifestyle?
Oo. Hindi lang gamot-gamot ang ating solusyon dyan.
Which naman, minsan yung mga, I must say, ibang doktor sabihin, kumain ka kahit ano, basta uminom ka lang ng gamot. Which,
Well, today I had a great portion of meeting. A doctor, that's opposite naman. Ayaw niya mag-rely tayo sa gamot lamang. Kasi dapat talaga yung ating mga habits, baguhin natin.
Yes.
Para tayo gumaling at hindi na kailangan maggamot kung tayo gumagawa ng tama.
Kaya ang ano natin talagang to find, yung sinasabi natin, the environment.
Right.
No?
And the balance.
The
sa
balance.
ating mga
Kasi minsan,
ginagawa.
you have a good environment nga, but yet at the same time,
Naninigarilyo ka pala.
right.
O kaya yung
Yung
mga
lifestyle.
ibang kasama mo sa bahay naninigarilyo.
Oo.
Second hand smoking, di
Yun
ba?
ang pinaka-deadly.
Mahirap yun.
Or yung pagkain mo, hindi ka maingat
Right.
kung anong
Hindi kayo
kakainin.
naiingat.
Or anong oras ka kakain.
Mm.
Gabi na, kakain pa ng mabigat.
Oo.
So, lahat yan kasali
Because even if you live in the countryside today,
Mm-mm.
which a lot of people, you know, farmers, they all live in a much better environment than, let's say, in urban places like Metro Manila or cities like Cebu or Angeles, yung mga nagiging mega cities na yan eh. So, no matter what the situation may be, ang nakaharap kasi palagi ng tao, yung limitations for them to be applying themselves to live a healthy lifestyle. Kasi may limits ka agad eh.
Oo.
You know, because of the environment that you have chosen to be based in. Or you want to have your family grow up in the same environment. It's a choice you make.
Yes.
Ito nga ang bisita na sinasabi, siya isang doktora, bata, hindi siya
Young doctor.
young doctor. She's based in, Bantayan Island, Cebu.
Uy, maganda doon.
And she was telling me immediately, telling us and sharing that, you know, simply have the same sort of mindset on mental health issues or how the environment impacts your physical and mental well-being and your very being, your spiritual being.
Yes,
You know? So, kagandahan minsan when you hear people like this, minsan nilalaman mo, hindi ka nag-iisa o hindi lang kayo kakaunti.
Oo. Maganda ho kasi siya
may
very,
like-mindedness.
very committed to helping the people. Sa dinami-dami ng tao doon sa island na yun, dalawa lang silang doktor. So imagine how much dedication and commitment you have to have.
Instead of her leaving, going to a more lucrative option,
Yeah.
she decided to stay. And
Yes, because she was raised in the US. She studied there. Pero gusto niya dito tumulong sa ating bansa.
Oh, nice.
yung
Very
decision niya,
nice.
yung decision na ginawa niya, the selection of where I can live or where I should live yet I'm of service.
Yeah,
Yun.
brings us back to that
And
point.
so she is very happy doing what
Happy,
she's doing,
committed
hindi ba?
So
siya.
now she's
Oo.
hoping kasi she was looking for, kasi tayo may kanya-kanya tayong abilidad at galing, binigyan tayo ng ganyan.
Yes.
So yan ang mga nagbibigay, kumbaga may bigay palad sa atin, di ba? Pinapalaran tayo
Yes.
ng maayos na kaalaman at pangkabuhayan.
Mm-mm.
Ang pinakamaganda dyan, yung para nyo magbigyan ng hustisya or real justice at pagsasalamat, yung iyong naging anyo sa buhay,
Mm-mm.
pagsisilbi yung number one.
Yes, that's what
Yan.
really makes you happy from inside.
Right.
And
Even if when it comes to mental health, di ba? Kung meron kang some kind of service ginagawa to help others, ang dali ma-overcome yung iyong
Oo.
mga depression.
Yung sarili mo. Mas lalo, alam mo,
kinakahirapan
para
mo.
sa sarili mo, parang when
Parang
you're engaged in service, you realize, oh, mas hirap laki sa akin.
Oo.
May
Tsaka
mga
iba
ganun
talaga yung
ka-actuation.
feeling na nakatulong ka eh.
Pag
Actually,
nakakatulong ka no
ligaya.
matter what.
Personally speaking, when I went through a crisis in my own life before, and talagang naiiyak ako, tapos maalala ko, sandali, meron pa akong klaseng nagtuturo pa ako, sandali, I had to go. Tigil mo na yung pag-iyak. Kumbaga, it stops you from just immersing
Wallowing.
yourself
Oo,
in the problem.
Yes.
And then, you have thinking of doing some other things for other people.
Yeah, very good therapy yan.
Di ba? Nakaka-motivate, magpagaling, nakaka-motivate to get out of bed, to go out and do something in life. So yun, after a while, nakita mo, lumipas na yung problema. Siguro pa nandun pa rin yung problema, pero hindi mo na masyadong napapansin.
Parang your outlook is way better, so you can deal with your problems
Yes,
better.
oo. So, you don't become depressed, you don't become hindi ka magna-nervous breakdown.
O, di ka naaawa sa sarili mo.
At saka worse, hindi ka pa, ang ano dito, better pa nga, hindi ka mag-isip mag-suicide.
Ay, talaga.
Oo.
Malayo ka doon dahil meron kang purpose, makatulong sa iba.
Oh, good morning kay Vina.
Yes.
And kay Jemirai Rose, good morning. Hari
Oh, and
Katulong,
Harry,
good morning.
yes. Mary
Good
Salazar,
morning.
Luntian,
Karihan, yes.
Good morning.
And Milay Royo. At saka si Ninong, bumabati sa atin. J. Resurrection also, and Aurora Garcia.
Oh, nice.
And Chef Das Espiritu. Okay. Puro hearts ang kanilang greetings. Thank you. Okay. So ito is a very relevant subject matter, and we're talking about nga yung kapakanan natin, and do not ever feel guilty if we start thinking of how to make our situation better, di ba? Na bigyan natin ng panahon yung ating kapakanan, and even if you have to spend a bit to improve your well-being,
Yun ang good investment.
oo,
diba?
hindi
For
ba?
your well-being.
Yun
Yung
yun eh.
bumili ka ng buko, uminom ka ng buko, kumain
Kain
ka
ka
ng
ng
prutas,
prutas, oo.
hindi ba? Kasi parang minsan, ibang tao, sayang yung pera, yung ganun-ganun. But, we need to eat certain healthy things.
Yes.
No?
And Milay has something for us here. Never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life.
Ay, wow, ganda. Oo.
We really need to take those breaks, ha? Huwag nating
Oo.
kalimutan. When we take breaks, nakakapahinga tayo, nakaka-regenerate, nakaka-recreate. Kaya it's called recreation, di ba? Nakakatulong sa atin yan.
Recreation.
Yun. Kaya yun ang pag
maganda.
tinignan niyo,
Oo.
minsan narinig natin, recreation. Recreate pala yun. Recreate.
Oo.
Yes, we
So
become
yung-
creative also.
Creative.
Oo.
Kasi alam nyo, every day of your life, you can, alam mo, may kasabihan yan yung parang, may mga tao na constantly, sa buhay nila, hindi lang sila stuck sa isang tanaw, sa isang pananaw.
Oo.
Kung ito siya, ito lang siya. May mga tao naman yung, they keep recreating themselves
Yan.
sa mga bagay. And yan, so they're very flexible, they adapt to different situations.
They move on, move forward, di ba?
They don't
Pursuing
wallow. You
something
never
else.
see them like that. They're always very inspired, forward looking. You know,
They reinvent themselves. So,
Uy, may reinvention din ang
Yes,
buhay.
oo.
Akala natin invention lang mga gamit. Yung pala buhay, pwede natin reinvent.
reinventing your
Yes.
whole scene.
Mm.
It's all
as
part
we
of.
learn new skills, because we're always promoting lifelong learning, di ba? As we learn new things, edi we can reinvent ourselves. Kung dati, teacher tayo, baka ngayon, now we've learned to be an artist.
Oo.
Di ba?
Tsaka noon, dati,
You learn a new
mother's
skill.
still a lifelong thing. You be a mother, not just to the kids, but to every person that you can help, hindi
Yes.
ba?
Just like that group of guests we just had. May doctor, may retired pilot, and all that. But they said, oh, we gotta go. Sabi nila, meron kaming lessons in pottery making. Oh, di ba? No, never-ending learning.
Maraming kasi tayong matututunan na pwede nating i-share naman sa iba, di ba? That this is also part of our service. Is to gain a skill to be able to be of service naman to others.
Oo, capacity building, di ba? You learn something new all the
At
time.
saka ang buhay natin, maraming changes all along the
Yes.
way. Sa technology, you have to learn how to use the internet, mga email and everything. So you also really have yung part of resilience is to actually adjust and then to be able to do things in the new setting, in the new environment.
With new tools.
Plus
Yesterday,
always,
di ba, we saw our neighbors in our barangay. They were being trained by
first
people
responders.
First
Firemen,
responders.
yung mga first
yeah.
responder ng barangay. Kasi
For
siyempre,
safety, sa
sa
kapakanan.
season ngayon
Yes.
typhoon season, and nagka-earthquake, siyempre nagkakaroon ng
Floods, ganyan.
nagkaroon ng kumbaga everybody dun sa ating liderato. We need to have a refresher's course.
That's a good idea. Oo. Tsaka yung mga tao, they are equipped with skills to survive.
Right. Saka
Kahit
pinapayo
anong
ko nga,
mangyari.
sinabi ko sa kapitana kahapon, tinext ko siya. Siguraduhin nyo yung matutunan ng ating mga tanod, BHW, lahat ng nag-attend nun, siguraduhin ninyo na gumawa kayo ng mga exercises dito sa barangay.
Oo. Parang, kumbaga, i-share nila sa lahat
Oo,
ng
tapos
mga
yung
tao
gagawin
dito.
nila sitio ganito. Kunyari, mag-create kayo ng scenario na ganito.
No,
i-practice.
Tapos,
Drills.
drill. Kailangan meron kayong
Mga
gano'n para
drill.
lahat ng mga barangay people, yung mga
Empowered
inyong constituents,
din.
naiintindihan
Oo.
nila na may ganun pala.
Yes.
Tapos, ang kagandahan nyo, it involves everybody now.
Yes.
Instead of parang, nag-training lang kami rito para masabi na meron lang kaming certificate na nakaganto kami. Pero pagdating sa real drills o reality,
Panic.
makikita mo, hindi mo alam kung anong, kunyari, i-review nyo. O sige, tingnan nyo ulit yung eskwelahan, pang evacuation center natin.
Oo, yan
Tingnan
pa
nyo
yung best spot.
Tingnan nyo yung source ng tubig. Tingnan nyo yung safety ng iyong magiging constituents na nawala ng bahay o nagkasakit o nagkaroon ng sakuna na hindi ka nais-nais. O kaya, isang ganda niyan, the more you do this type of drills, the more you're mentally prepared.
Oo, walang magpapanik. At saka the more people who are trained, the higher are chances of surviving anything.
You minimize, you lessen
Lessen the
risk
problems.
factors.
Yeah,
Yung risk factors.
Actually, di ba sa Amerika, meron na sila mga drill on pag merong terrorist or meron ng shooter. The children in the elementary schools are trained how to react. The teachers are trained what to do pag merong mga attack na mga violent attacks na ganyan.
Yeah, this type of situation, then you see that this type of group naman, yung mga those who are in service, members ng mga tanod, yung sa mga community mental health, health care groups, at saka security, nakikita nyo kapag dinidrill nyo sila palagi, nagiging sa kanila yon, yung unang-una, ingrained sa kanilang pananaw at pag-iisip.
Alam na alam kung anong gagawin.
So, automatic.
Yes.
Sino unang tatawagan? Sino unang first responder? Anong gagawin nyo dyan? Tapos may isang factor din to. Yung same core group, you will use them or they will be trained to handle naman not only the physical safety, but also the psychological safety of the people you're serving. Kasi pag ikaw ay nasunugan ng bahay, apektado yan
Yes.
Makikita niyo yan palagi, ubos lahat ng kanilang ari-arian. Minsan sasabihan nga nila, sige, okay lang ako nakawan, wag lang ako masunugan.
Oo.
May mga ganun eh.
Mhm.
Kasi pag sunog, ubus lahat eh.
Oo.
O saka, so, these are things that we can,
Iba yung mentally prepared
Yeah.
rin eh, no? Kahit paano.
this is called readiness.
Oo.
Yeah.
You're always on a heightened readiness situation.
So you
And
don't fall apart.
And you're aware of, you go by not just saying, di ba, taga raw naman ngayon, wala naman sigurong babae, walang babagyan,
O ba, tas biglang lumindol.
bigintol. O kaya, nung minasunog.
Kaya may ipo-ipo,
Meron naman na aksidente.
Oh,
Or meron naman
always may
na heat stroke.
Ayun,
Oo.
no? Marami
meron naman-
pwede mangyari.
Kasi minsan yung mga factors na hindi natin nalalaman. So kaya yung psychological first aid, importante ituro yun. Not only to the people who are responsible for the safety and security of your village, but also every household.
Yes.
Now, when I'm talking about and explaining this, every one of you who are listening in, you have to make your own assessment.
Oo.
Yes, oo. At saka alam nyo, kanina nga yung sinasabi sa akin ng doktora, isang bagay rin na kailangan natin maalala may mga test na sometimes kailangan isip natin, i-take natin. Kasi merong iba, may possibility sila na may cancer, pero ayaw nilang magpa-test sa takot.
Oo.
Pero may certain things na sinasabi, okay, every so many years, you have this thing tested. Kailangan din gagawin natin yan. No? Para kung pagdating sa cancer, the sooner we find out, the better we can deal with it.
And after testing,
Do something.
make a list. Oh, this created this issue in my healthy well-being.
Yes.
I keep drinking 7 cups of coffee.
Ayan.
So you have to take
Tapos
it
di ako
down.
natutulog ng
Kaya,
maaga.
soft drinks.
Kailangan
Puro oil.
alamin natin
Puro
what led to
asukal.
it.
Oo, isa-isahin nyo ngayon yan. So it begins to be, you're noting, ito yung factor na nag-contribute sa ganun. Ito yung nag-feed dyan sa problemang yan.
Oo. Kamukha yung ibang tao, pagka masama ang loob nila, kinukup-kup lang nila, kinukup-kup. Hindi nila ginagawa ng outlet. So that also adds, no, to the problems in the body. So even psychologically, kailangan i-figure out natin paano tayo umabot sa point na meron tayong sakit. Para lahat yan maayos natin.
Ang dami talaga nating i-address in terms of kapakanan, no?
Yes.
And to think, habang inaalagaan rin natin ang ating kapakanan, at the same time, nag-aalaga din tayo ng iba.
Yes.
Kasi
Diba?
magiging conscious ka sa kapakanan mo,
Oo,
makikita mo na may mga pagkukulang pala sa aking environment na nagkakos sa hindrance sa aking healthy well-being.
Yes.
Oo.
At saka kamukha niya, no, yung sabi mo, hindi nga lang sarili mo. Kasi if you're taking care of yourself, syempre gusto mo rin matulungan kaibigan mo, pamilya mo. Kaya halimbawa, ikaw maingat sa sarili mo, pero nakikita mo yung iyong kaibigan teka, bakit ganon? Kailangan ko yata siyang samahan sa doktor o i-convince siya na magpatingin or magpa-check.
At saka meron akong kaibigan, nakikipagsabayan sila maglakad around the village, no?
Oh, yeah.
Parang support group. Hindi
Yes.
ba? Parang mas madali rin pag, tara na.
In sickness and in health,
may nag-aakit
magkasama.
sa'yo. Kung meron nag-aakit, mag-inuman tayo. Ito naman, hindi, mag-exercise tayo, maglakad-lakad tayo.
Inuman tubig lang, ha?
Buko juice, masarap.
Yung healthy drinks.
Meron pa nga sinabi dito na si Aurora Garcia na nice and great opportunity, a decision in service to the environment and to the people. Service to the environment, yan, importante rin, and to the people.
Oh,
Yan.
what we do in our environment affects the people. Kaya magkakaano yan kakadikit-dikit. Related
hindi tayo
sila.
pwedeng maging blind na we want to be healthy, tapos yung environment natin ay nagkakalat or whatever, kasi babalik rin sa atin yung gaya yung flooding, yung mga plastics na tinapon, ayun, babalik yan, magka-clog ng mga drainage.
Or even the things we use at home. Nisip natin, panglinis ito. Yung pala yung panlinis na yon, may gases siya, nare-release sa loob ng bahay, napupulyot naman natin yung air, no?
Toxic.
O kaya nasa tubig,
Yun.
yung wastewater ng bahay. Kaya kailangan kasi, pag environment kasi kadalasan, minsan naiisip natin na, yung puno is an integral part of it, And may mga, may mga balancing acts din sa nature. Itong bisita nga namin dumating, siya isang piloto.
Retired.
Kababata ko yung mga common friends niya. Kasama niya doon sa industry na yun. And they're from Visayas so he wanted, that's why they got a land in Bantayan Island. So doon, inalagaan nila puro fruit trees, ganyan-ganyan. Then sabi niya, parang tanong siya sa akin, saan yung mga fruit trees dito? Sabi ko, andyan, sa sulok-sulok, sa gilid-gilid.
Naka-integrate po kasi ang mga puno namin.
Kasi
halo-halo
tapos
sila.
nahilo siya sa dami ng uri ng mga puno at lalaki at nahilo siya dahil hindi kami nag-umpisa na may gubat. Nag-umpisa kami sa scratch, kumbaga na palayan lang at saka pinalago mo yung gubat. Ngayon, ang punto doon, yung sabi niya, wow, I normally see this or read about this, but I never saw it happen. So sabi ko, well, on the end of the day, the breath of life, yung hangin and breathing, is a crucial component for our life and well-being. Tapos, sabi ko, meron ka 10 rambutan na puno dyan. Pag ananin mo, siyempre, pagkakitaan mo pag nagbebenta ka, pero pag sarili mo, hanggang kano karami mong rambutan yung makakain natin. Di ba? Kaya, ang daming ganito, ang daming gano'n. Sabi ko, pero yung hangin, gusto mo, endless supply na malinis na hangin. At saka, endless supply na malinis na tubig.
Oo.
Tapos yan, makikita mo nagiging sagana na yung lugar mo kasi ang sukatan nun na gumaganda at lumalago ang inyong lugar, dumatami yung wildlife.
Oo. Naku, kapakanan din ng wildlife. Pag inalagaan natin yung environment, hindi nagbe-benefit sila. So it's also service, hindi lang not just service to people, but to all living beings.
Yes, it's all the service.
At saka alam mo, may nag-imbita sa amin, no, to their place. They've been here. Yeah. So then they invited us to their place. And then when they were serving snacks, eto na si mga langaw. Sabi nila, bakit sa inyo walang langaw? Kasi nga sa environment namin, marami po kaming mga ibon, mga animals that eat langaw.
Insects too.
Kaya wala kaming langaw dito halos. So, very
Tsaka
rare.
dito kasi, kapag may yung mga langaw, mga ganyang uri insekto, parang mga vultures yan sila yung tagalinis.
Trash.
Pag may namatay na living being,
may use din naman sila.
si langaw pupunta rin mangingitlog.
Your maggots will eat it, di ba?
So within few days, ubus na yung carcass.
Kinain yung maggots.
So ngayon, pag naglalakad kayo,
ang role nila.
Wala ka nang... Kasi dito, alam mo, may isang particular
meron
smell.
Meron din dito, maggots.
patay.
Pero
ang
may
gubat
kumakain sa kanila after they do their job.
You know, the forest is a certain scent. Okay?
Forest scent.
Pag nagmakad ka dyan at meron, iba yung amoy na yun, distinct yung amoy, alam mo may something patay. Lapitan mo yun, makikita mo, punong-puno na ng maggots na inuubos na. Bumalik kayo the next few days, wala na yung amoy.
Oo, tapos yung maggots din naman nagiging fly sa atin yata, nakakain na sila ng mga wild animals.
Tapos ito na yung si mga
manok,
ito na yung si labuyo, saka yung mga pugo, saka yung mga tikling.
Mga lizard, kung ano-ano.
So,
so may balanse po ang
taking care of
biodiversity. So taking care of the environment will make the environment also take care of us.
Alam mo,
lahat tayo,
we as a race, we done a horrible job. Buti pa sa nature they were able to,
they do their roles.
It's very simple. This is what needs to get done. Sa atin, may mga roles din tayo. Si sanitary engineer, si building engineer, si farmer, lahat si doktor. Sa gubat, maraming ganyan din May mga halaman o puno na dyan na ang kanyang role, mag-release ng mga nakakagaling sa mga...
Sa atin.
Kunyari, may puno na katulad, banaba. May nagsabi sa akin na isang herbalist, sikat na herbalist, herbal doctor. Sabi niya, ano to? UPLB, mga ganun. Sila yung nag-aaral sa mga taxonomy at saka herbal. Lahat, alam nila yung wow, this particular tree, pag may ganito ka sa bakuran mo, kung ano yung gamot ng puno na yun, na pwedeng idulot sa katawan mo, yung kanyang nature na gano'n, healing, nire-release niya rin sa Sa kanya,
Sa
may
atmosphere.
radius siya.
Oo. Parang you don't have to make the tea. Just being near it, nakakatulong na rin sa
Nakita
iyo.
mo si Banaba, ano na lang tayo, rubbing shoulders or rubbing
Kaya
leaves.
it's good to have all these things around eh.
You
Nakakatulong.
plant herbs,
And if you
you
really
mint,
need
you plant
to
so
make a
many.
tea, andyan na sila.
Kaya nga, hindi ba ina-advise sa mga tao para luminis ang hangin sa loob ng inyong
Bahay.
kusina o bahay?
Oo.
Spider plants o yung mga iba-ibang uring halaman.
Sansevierias.
Ang daming
Oo.
halaman na nilalagay.
Sa bagay, any plant will help. Oo. Some
nga.
more effective than
May nagsabi,
others.
si Ambet Katarik, sabi niya, how do you address snake visitation?
Ay, marami kami dito.
Marami
meron
kaming kaibigan
naman.
na.
Meron din na ayaw ng snake. Meron mga plants na ayaw ng snake.
May tagbak, may
Meron
snake
din
plants.
kumakain ng
may vine.
Snake plants, garlic vine, ayaw ng mga snakes. Yung meron mga certain odors na hindi nila
Saka
maaari.
minsan siguro dahil...
And there are animals that eat the snakes.
Right.
Even birds eat snakes. Mga
Cats.
hawks. May mga hawk
Cats.
dito.
Yes.
Oo,
Lalabanan ng pusa yan eh.
Kahit aso, nilalabanan nila.
Pero matatalo si aso dahil
Okay.
he doesn't have the tools. Pero
Ah.
si
The
pusa,
cats,
dito
they
na,
eat the
hinahabol ng
snakes
mga
here.
pusa yung, minsan niya, sabi ko, minsan binubugaw ko yung pusa pag may hinahabol na may kinain lang na isang maliit na bayawak ng isang araw eh.
Kasi hindi naman po lahat ng snake poisonous.
Mm.
At saka porke poisonous sila, hindi naman din ho ibig sabihin naghahanap silang taong kakagatin. Actually, they mind their business.
Yeah, for as long as wag niyo lang gulatin, wag lang naging lungga yung inyong lugar na may nanganak siya dyan.
Oo.
Yun ang delikado. Pero kung napadpad lang, you don't have to worry about
They're
it.
usually more afraid of us than we are
Just
of
use a
them.
pole and move them away, shoo them away.
Oo.
They're not going to be as aggressive as we always think they are. There are certain snakes in the Philippines that have that has an aggressive nature. But yet, the more aggressive a snake is, the more hidden yan, mga yan.
Yes.
They're
At
not,
saka nakakatulong din po sila kasi halimbawa, you get rid of it, dadami po ang mga daga ninyo, yung mga nakakasira ng inyong mga tanim. Kasi kinakain nila yung mga yun eh.
Saka may panahon. Kung magano sa ahas, kasi nasa loob ng lungga niya yan eh. Lupa. Lumalabas yan para kumain at saka mag-sunbathing.
Magpa-araw o pag malamig na yung panahon.
Pag malamig ang panahon, kunyari meron talaga yung snake. Tsaka alam ng mga locals.
They should know that. Yeah.
Meron din minsan kasi dun sa Pateros meron mga snakes na lumalabas pag bumabaha.
Ayun yun.
Yes. Kasi
Near a
lugar
river,
nila eh,
tapos
masyadong
nabaha
tubigan.
po, yun ang magiging reason why they will actually move. You
Just
know?
remember, not all snakes are harmful or poisonous. No?
Meron kasi dito sa amin, ang daming palaka eh.
Yes, yun ho
So,
ang kinakain
ang
nila.
kagandahan, palaka, toads, sobrang
We
dami.
have all kinds of
So,
amphibians.
pag lumabas siya, kunyari, nagmula ng mabiit, yung heavy downpour.
Ingay nila, saya nila.
Hanggang alas 4 ng madaling araw yung ingay niya mga yan. Pero minsan narinig yung bigla yung huni na, oy, sigaw nung, alam mo,
May pinapatay.
nasa bibig din siya ng ahas.
Nahuli ng
Nahuli
ahas.
na. O kaya, alam niyo minsan, pag sagana sa pagkain, ang mga wildlife, kung saan man sila nakatira, kunyari, nag-hibernate ang ahas pag napusog na eh. It takes a long time for them to digest what they ate.
Oo, hindi naman panho 3 times a day kumain.
Kumain.
Laging naghahanap.
Hindi sumasabay sa ating
Kaya
schedule.
makikita
Hindi
niya.
lang sila.
Kasi may particular locations kasi sila na gusto.
Oo.
Pero pagdating, may isa pa, payo dito. Kapag ang panahon ay, kunyari tayo, alam natin yun, pag may stress tayo, may mga bagay na unusual sa ating sitwasyon, na-stress tayo. Siyempre, nagiging desperate din tayo.
We
Natural
react.
yun.
We sometimes overreact.
We are affected by that situation. Kaya, similarly, in the wildlife situation, when there are times that you know it's not comfortable for a particular wildlife during that time, snakes will not just come out and sunbathe during summer.
Mainit na eh.
Init na nga eh. Oo.
Ibig sabihin nun, may panahon na kung kayo naglalakad sa gubat o dito katulad sa amin, ano ka rin? Ito, tuturo ko
Be aware.
pag nalalakad ka. Kasi tayo, sanay lang tayo sa
Cellphone.
gano'n.
Kailangan po dito hindi ka lagi nakatingin sa cellphone.
Oo, tapos
Kailangan you know what's going on
sanay ka lang
around you.
sa,
Oo, nasa
or
screen na.
sanay ka lang nanonood ng TV. Diretso
Ako,
lang
yun
yung
ang
visuals mo.
pinakamasama. Masama po yan ha, sa kapakanan, yung nanonood ng TV.
Tingnan nyo. So, anong nangyari niyan? Pag ikaw ay naglakad, ganun na rin yung visual setting mo. Hindi ka na ngayon aware ng, kumbaga
90 degrees, 180 degrees.
tinuturo ko
hindi
yan
na
dito, kahit sa mga bata. Sabi ko,
Awareness ang kailangan.
may wide lens kayo. Ang mata natin.
wide angle.
Yung
Oo.
Boop!
At saka we are listening and
Listening.
smelling even.
Tapos, may mas pang malayo. So, pag naglalakad ka,
Looking malayo, not just
tapos
near.
naglalakad sa palibot mo, tapos ears, pag-iapak mo, certain steps ka, hindi kayo nagmamadali, katulad mo, naghanap ka ng mahabol ka sa transportation, sumasakay ka ng buso, yung style ng lakad mo, palagi nagmamadali. Dito sa gubat, hindi ka
Ilang mindful tayo.
mindful ka sa lahat ng bagay na ginagawa. Kaya kung maayos tayo pagdating sa ganyan, even yung sensitivity natin sa mga bagay na nangyayari sa ating buhay at sa mga mahal natin.
Oo.
Nakikita nyo, may changes sa mindfulness, sa dynamics ng buhay.
Yung perspective mo,
Perception
mo,
eh.
nag-widen and
Yes.
and also not just widen but deepen.
Yes.
The way you see things is not very superficial.
Remember,
Become more sensitive.
right? Remember, we are the perceivers,
Yes.
right?
For the person who is hearing,
Yung seeing,
tasting,
watching,
smelling,
tasting, feel,
Feeling.
tapos may feeling, tapos
moving.
your mental capacity holds into these experiences so that it can guide you next time that you go through this process. Meron ka ng bagay na kailangan mong magagamit. Nag-go through ka na sa ganito. Ito yung naging counter mo o ito yung ginawa mo para na-overcome mo man kung ano man yung issue. So
you have your past experiences
Right.
of survival to guide you.
to guide
with new
you. Or
experiences.
you don't even have to base it on your experience.
Yeah, but
You
from
can
what you
base,
learn, what you
you can,
hear.
what you hear or what you have read. And you play that out. You see,
Yeah.
oh wow, ganun pala yun.
You use that information to
Kasi
make the right decision.
Dito minsan, itong lugar na ito mismo, kita niyo yung kawain na itim na yan. Every so often, may itim na ahas dyan. Sumasali sa selfie. Yung gano'n, sa mga bisita. Kasi
they like to camouflage.
Gusto magpa-picture dyan. Alam niyo, minsan, yung umani kami nitong mga kawayan dahil kailangan you have to give them space para yung kanilang bagong labong.
Meron naman lugar.
Oo, may lugar. Kasi ang mga ganito, katulad ng kawayan na ganito, kailangan mo rin ng bigyan ng space sa gitna.
Oo.
Kasi may hangin yan, may cultivation yan, may gano'n eh. Kapag hindi mo ginagawa yun, so lahat ng shoots na sa labas. So nag-expand. Kung nasa slope, katulad nito, hindi siya kumakalat. So nangyayari, sinasakal nila yung mga kawayan sa loob. But they will definitely, it will minimize the amount of shoots that will come out. Now,
If you take out some.
if you don't take out.
If you don't take out. Like any grass, they need some trimming.
You're right, you need some trimming. So, in life, we always have to be able to be yung ating perceptibility and perception sa lahat ng nangyayari sa buhay natin. It's an
Kailangan
important
i-sharpen,
factor. We need to be very sharp on this. And we have been given this ability. Ngayon, kapag hindi natin binigyan ng alaga, alalahanin natin, minsan, alagaan natin yung katawan. Exercise, lahat. Langoy, kain, nakikita mo lahat yan. Sige, ginagawa mo lahat, inaayos mo. Minsan, ang naiisip mo kadalasan, ito yung mga medyo malalaking components ng ating buhay, ng katawan natin. Pero may isang component dyan, yung senses natin na napapabayaan natin. Kasi minsan, hindi natin binibigyan ng kahalagaan. Paano ko ba aalagaan? So, hindi hihina yung mata ko kaagad.
Yes.
Paano ko ba
hindi ko
pagdinig?
Yes.
O kaya yung aking panlasa.
Even
Okay.
our speaking, sometimes
Speech.
nabubulol na. No? hindi na clear.
So yung kapakanan, kasama rin yan sa taking care of your senses.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But to
Especially your
use the senses also for the service.
Yes,
Exactly.
kasi those are the tools
Yes.
that your mind uses. You see, perception.
In order to react to the surroundings.
Right.
You
Or
need
at
your
least
senses.
not only the reaction.
But
Reaction
to
is
absorb
an
information.
immediate. It is to gather information.
Yes.
Now, if you are not in a nature setting, you are in a setting where you're reading and learning. Right? But it's always best, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina na shinare ko, dito sa aming mga officials ng aming barangay, sinabi ko, gumawa kayo ng reels. What are you sharpening? Your ability to perceive.
Yes.
So when there is danger, your ability to perceive
Alam
things.
mo, delikado.
May nakikita ka na yung pagdating mo pa lang sa site. Oh,
Ma-assess mo agad.
delikado sa akin yan. Hindi ako pwede kaya baka kung anong nangyari.
Yes,
Okay,
kasi one of the
sunog.
first thing you learn if you are a first
Survey.
responder is your own safety also.
Safety.
Oo.
Survey the situation.
Yes.
Tapos, and also, may ganito. When it gets to psychological well-being, yung mental well-being ng tao,
Yeah.
you are able to pick up the impact. Kunyari, sa isang pamilya na sunugan, sino yung unang lalapitan mo? Sino yung alam mong may problema? Magkakaproblema ka agad. Naapektuhan ng experience na yun. May ganun eh. So, sino yung nakakuha ng trauma ka agad?
Yeah.
So,
You'll be able to see that
So, do you know how to respond?
Oo.
Hindi kayong...
And manage the situation.
Then, kaya nga during sakuna, kunyari, may devastation na talagang na-wipe out yung mga bayan, na-wipe out yung anihan, yung like ngayon, dito sa amin sa norte, may mga lugar na talagang nasalanta lahat ng kanilang ng kanilang pagsasaka. Alam mo, siyempre, maririnig mo, ini-interview sa news siyempre, alam mo, mga magsasaka, resilient na tao yan eh. Nasa labas kasi yan ng init, ng ulan, ng lahat na lang i-mention
sa
it.
lahat.
So, para ka magkaroon ng gano'n na profession, this is something we have to, as city dwellers, appreciate how resilient these people are.
Yes.
But they also have a
Rain
breaking...
or shine, andyan sila.
Everybody has a breaking point. Minsan, may katulad ng isang araw, matanda, kaya ako, lungkot na lungkot ako kasi yung pinanonood ko sa news, ini-interview siya. Maluha-luha siya, iyak. Tanda na. He's already in his maybe middle 60s. You see a grown man cry, and it hurts you because everything that they work for, natangay ng baha eh. It will only, it's not going to end there. It's going to continue kasi what options do they have? This is something that we can be addressing. But anyway, to our friends, gusto yung oras namin eh. Kaya,
batiin natin yung mga ibang tao na si Josephine,
si Amber,
and
Clarissa,
si Mike, and Clarissa,
Oh,
Sally,
Matilda.
San. May nauna kina Yogi Padilla, si Ambet, Nilay, sabi, and Matt Resurrection, and Silang. Okay, Eskenita. Okay, Bong Alano is also with us. Okay, thank you for joining us. Talagang maganda yung discussion natin kasi inisip lang natin kapakanan, napaka-small topic.
Alam niyo, yung
pero napakalawak.
last week kasi so that tapusin natin yung pagdating sa perception kasi natututo tayo mag-filter. Kasi yung ating consciousness, apektado lahat ng bagay na yan. So how you perceive things. On the end of the day, kung ano man ang in-expose nyo ang sarili nyo sa mga bagay na nakakabahala sa ating pag-iisip, kayo rin ang unang makaka-experience nung resulta ng inyong ginawa.
So filtering is important. Yes.
Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.
Katrex, thank you for joining us also.
Thank you.
So there's a lot to discuss. Next week, ituloy natin tong topic
Okay.
na to.
Sige.
No?
Yes.
I hope you will contribute to us again.
Okay,
Excuse
sige.
me.
Bye. See you next
Thank
week.
you.
Pangkalusugan, pangkalikasan, go Palakas! kalikasan.